Well, I'm all packed up. All I got left, the trailer's out in front of the place, and all that's left to pack in the morning are the 2 cameras that I got here, and I'm going to bring them along, obviously, and the 2 computers, or 3 computers, and 3 airplanes, and we'll be off and running about 6 o'clock in the morning. I think it's going to be 10 hours to get there. That's quite the jaunt, but I think it's worth it. Let me go into studio here, control room. There we go. There we are. All right. Now I can see the chat. I got 1 like and 2 viewers. So I'm bringing this airplane. I mean, there was a lot of shit. It was pretty extensive loading situation today. I had to move the trailer by myself in the grass because nobody's here. Nobody's going to help me. So I have a trailer dolly, you know, a 2-wheel hand cart for a trailer. And in the grass, it's pretty difficult, but I got it out the back anyway. So I figured I'd give you just a little update of what I'm doing. I'm bringing a lot of stuff for sale. Hopefully we can get rid of some of it. I gotta pay for this trip somehow. But it should be fun. I really enjoy Brodak. If you've never been, you got to go at least once. It's quite the ordeal. So I guess I'll put a little wax on this airplane tonight. It's never been waxed. And maybe we'll keep some of the nitro off of this thing. I'm not bringing the Osmos. Anybody would like to help me, I have an NDI that I can broadcast from my phone with. You know, I'm a one-man band. It's pretty intense to try to do this all myself. And let's see. Well, let's put some wax on this baby. Now this is not, it hasn't been dolled up for the gnats yet. I'll do that when I get back from Brodak. I think the trick that I'm going to do, I only got a month. Maybe I can get a new canopy on it in a month. I got probably a dozen canopies to choose from. Yeah, I think when we get back, if all goes well, I'll just go ahead and put a new canopy on this. Because that's the only thing that's really flawed on this thing is the canopy. And I love me some Art Shaw paint jobs. So you guys got anything you want to talk about, please feel free to put it in the chat and we'll talk about it. We had a pretty good discussion going last night. They were asking me different questions about fuel and props and all that. Oh, I almost forgot these two beauties. Good thing I haven't left yet because I want to sell those too. the little baby bees. We had Dan Manjock came to Paducah, Kentucky one time, and he had a little airplane with a baby bee on it. And we all took turns flying it. What a hoot it was. And you can't hurt them because they don't weigh anything. I'm just gonna put it on the wings and the elevator as a stabilizer. I'm not gonna do the fuselage this area here because we're gonna put a new canopy on it. I mean, I can get it off with wax and grease remover, but we got 5 viewers. No chatters. Ask me a question. Somebody was asking about my Aegis and why I'm not going to be flying that. It's just a little too far out of trim. I don't have the time to straighten it out. Might play with it after we get back from Brodak. Looks like this could use some blue on this too. With this prop on it, in this trim, it's 60 ounces even. 60.1. The other prop on it, it's, I think it was 58.9 or almost 59. That's how much different the weight is between the carbon prop and the wood prop. But I don't want to run that 16-inch wood prop in the grass. So we'll run I think it's 13.5, 3-blade. That's enough prop to prop up a PA-75. That's what everybody else is running on them. So I got 4 of those I'm bringing of different pitches. I'm going to have Joe Gilbert give me a whirl. I want him to take this for a ride to see what he thinks, what it needs. Because I really would like to fly this at the Nats. This airplane is 2 years old and has not been to the Nats yet. I think if you look back on the channel, it was 2 years ago. Right after the Nats 2 years ago, I started building this. So let's see here. We got to go back to that cam. There we go. Yeah, we got 7 concurrent viewers. 3 likes. 4 of you guys are falling asleep. Come on, wake up. I'm really looking forward to this trip. I'm anxious. I'm ready to go now. If I thought I could stay awake, I'd drive right now. Better get some sleep. Start off fresh in the morning. Of course, I gotta stop at Pocahontas for breakfast. That's if you guys ever are on 70 near Pocahontas, Illinois, you got to stop at the Potan Motel and Inn. They have the best breakfast in the country. Don't worry about what it costs. Just get the ham, steak, and egg breakfast. it is the best. You get a piece of ham that's, well, I don't know, half to 5/8 inch thick and yay big around, and 2 eggs and hash browns with onions in it. And the cook really knows how to cook. Well, wax helps it out a little bit. Help keep the nitro off the nose anyway. Just like a bowling ball. These blue towels by Scott are the best towels for paint going. They're way better than microfiber by far. Yep, that shined her up nice. Of course, I washed my car today, and what did happen? The bird took a crap on it right away. Like they aimed for it. Ten viewers, 4 likes. Come on, guys, hit that like button. What that does is it helps the channel get out to be recommended to other people. And most of my viewers are not subscribers. So if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button so you can see the Brodak action. It's a week long of model airplane party. Wonder who's judging appearance again this year. I'll bet you it's Zambelli. Of course, the guy who really builds well there is Big Joe. What the hell's his last name? He was a cop, like a Pittsburgh Steeler. He's a huge guy. Spitfires. He builds big Spitfires. He's a good builder and a good finisher. Of course, all them airplanes are heavy. They're all heavy. It's the only problem. You put enough paint on it, you can make it look beautiful. But boy, it'll be a turd. Like this, I could make it look twice as good if I shot urethane on it. But boy, it'd be a turd. Be another 4 ounces heavier. And unrepairable. So we'll just do a little half-hour snit tonight. Just letting you know what I'm doing. You know, the life of Sparky. Yeah, when I come back for the gnats, I'm going to have to doctor up the ink lines. I rubbed through the clear right there. So I'll have to re-ink it, airbrush some clear on it, buff it, blend it. I got some blue back there that's kind of been buffed, but I'll do that when I will do the canopy after Brodak. Because this airplane's just too damn nice to not be perfect. And it seems to fly okay. I mean, we're going to trim it out a little bit better, but I like them to fly themselves. Like my Junar, it flies itself. Yep. Gonna have to hit this with some blue. Maybe I ought to gold leaf these letters too to match the other one. Put some wax on the top of that other one too. I want to know how many of you guys have built a perfect airplane. Perfect finish. Even the 20 pointers I can find mistakes on. I've already loaded up my buffing equipment, so there's a little needs to be buffed right there. So I got to take my stand too. I better dig that out. We'll buff it under the big top. Yeah, what do you think? Is that shiny enough? What made my Monado pop was the gold flake in the paint and the gold leaf in red. I mean, and to be honest, that gold in the paint was an accident. That's the brutal honesty. And I'll explain how that happened. If you guys remember, I showed gold leaf for dummies. The video, gold leaf for dummies. Well, inside a paint gun and a top loader, there's a little tiny screen in the bottom. And I use that gun to spray the gold leaf. Because I made my own sizing. So I use gold for sizing and then put the leaf over the top of that. Well, I didn't clean the gun out all the way. And I poured clear into that. And that gold flake that was in the bottom mixed with the clear and sprayed all over the airplane. I thought, oh God, what a mistake this is. Lenny! Uh-oh. No Len Burrell there this year. Man, that's a bummer. How come? No Len Burrell. Boy, that is a bummer. Man, you got to go to Brodak's. Man, I'm tired. I was up at 6 o'clock this morning moving that trailer out and starting to load it up. Oh, I was talking last night about the fuel. The canister I use is a VP. I knew it was, VP racing jug. It's for fueling funny cars, and that will hold the fuel for a longer period of time than a gallon container. I still couldn't tell you how long it'll last. There's people at the field. Well, I got fuel that's 10 years old and it's still good. Yeah, okay. I usually try to get fresh fuel every year. Anyway. Yeah, I can't afford anything, but I'm not going to miss a Brodak's or the Nats. You going to the Nats? At least I'll see you at the Nats if you go. Oh, I didn't see your name registered. But I get it. I understand, that you can't afford everything. And it's kind of like my motorcycle days. I needed to pay the taxes and a roof. It's either taxes and a roof or a motorcycle. So the motorcycle went away. And I'm too old for riding motorcycles anyway because the ground is very hard. I mean, it's super hard. I can't believe Wendy, by the time I sold my motorcycle, he picked it up and he's 10 years older than I am. And there's two kind of motorcycle riders: ones who have crashed, or ones who are going to crash. And buddy, it hurts. And I don't heal fast anymore. I think these airplanes look pretty close to the same. I mean, I should have made the cowl like that instead of this shotgun business, but John said, "You don't do anything but the same cowl over and over again." Okay, well, I'll make something different. Next one, I might make a heart, Yeah, I get it. The bad thing is, Len, it's going to get tougher. Now, I know you're in Canada, but the whole world is affected. It won't look up until 25 or maybe even longer. I'm kind of feeling it's going to be a pretty sparse year at the Nats, which is a bummer. But all the usuals are there. All the big guns are going to be there. Of course, then there's me, the peon. Anyway, that's about all I got. I just letting you know that I'll do an update from the trip on the road tomorrow, or maybe I'll just take some video and we'll put together a movie. And what I thought about doing too is I have so much camera equipment going with me is I can live stream and shoot at the same time. So you can get the live updates now or watch the movie at the end. But the movie will be, 4 or 5 hours. Yeah, I know. And guess what? Gas is going to go up because Saudi Arabia shut down production. The most I ever paid going to the Nationals was $5.25 a gallon. That was ridiculous because just before the gas was $1.63. So if that happens again after 9/11, it'll be $10 a gallon or more. But it all depends on what you want to do, you know. And I really enjoy being with you guys. You know, let me crank this way. There we go. I enjoy being with you guys and BSing, and I'm not gonna win, so I just go and have a good time. Yep, it's totally insane. A can of spray paint, $20. When I was a kid, it was 69 cents. Maybe it was less than that. Maybe it was 59 cents. And them little bottles of testers were a nickel. And now I can't remember what Brodak gets for, but it's a ridiculous price. They like Aerogloss. I got a can in there. It says $25 on it. I don't ever remember paying $25 for Aerogloss. Yeah, I'm gonna keep your eyes peeled on the channel here because I'm gonna try to bring it to you as best I can. Uh, it's hard to get the flavor without actually being there, but at least you get the. I got no clue how many people are going. I know Joe Gilbert's going to go because they're going to meet him in Dayton tomorrow. I guess he's bringing somebody else too, or they're traveling together. I don't know what the deal is. All I know is I'm taking way too much shit with me. Yep, it sure is. And as I say, it's going to get worse, much worse. Let's go, Brandon. Yeah, one sole person to lay the blame on. Well, I hope so. I mean, I hope everybody's watching, and if you can, you know, I'm not saying you, Len, but if you can, throw a super chat in while I'm streaming. It helps cover the cost of the bandwidth because, and I hate to beg and I hate to ask for it, but all that comes out of my pocket. So if everybody chipped in just a little, it wouldn't cost a whole lot. But what happens is I pay for it up front, and one or two guys chip in a decent amount, and I still don't get it covered. So it is what it is. But for the lover control line, I'll do it. And this motor's got some compression. This nose is just like a bowling ball. Yeah, everything costs money. I tried to explain to the real Steve Smith about having an apartment, not living in it, because that's what it's like. Paying the utilities and and you don't even live there. But what are you gonna do? I need a sponsor is what I need. But the channel's not big enough to get a sponsor. Let's see what Dennis has to say. Well, sounds like my dinner's here. So I will say goodnight. Thanks for dropping in, Dennis. And look for me to head out on the highway tomorrow about 6 o'clock in the morning for a long 10-hour ride. What does it say there? Sparky. Too much shine. Had to dim my monitor, yeah. Yeah, it's got a little shine, Dennis. If you look, you can see my hand in the leading edge there. It's pretty good. Yeah, you can see it real good. Yep, dinner's here. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. I don't know what I'll post tomorrow, but when we get there and I get set up, I'll give you a look at the field and see who's there. All right. Fair winds, tight lines. We'll see you tomorrow. See you.